The world is far too busy with its own struggles to stop and offer you the pity or the validation you think you deserve. You might feel that your effort should be noticed and rewarded immediately, but the reality is that silence is the only response you will likely receive for a long time. This lack of attention is not a sign of failure, but a test of your internal resolve and your ability to keep moving without a cheering crowd. You must learn to find your own fire in the dark and keep your eyes on the goal regardless of who is watching or listening. True power comes from the work you do when you are completely alone and forgotten. Seeking approval from others is a trap that will leave you empty and exhausted because their opinions change like the wind. If you wait for someone to tell you that you are doing a good job, you are handing over the keys to your happiness to people who do not know your heart. You have to be the one who sets the standard for your life and the one who holds yourself accountable when you fall short of the mark. Your value is found in the grit you show when the road is steep and the rewards are nowhere to be seen on the horizon. Dedicate yourself to the process of becoming elite and let the results speak for themselves. A deep sense of self-reliance is the only foundation that can support the massive weight of the dreams you are carrying in your mind. You were not born to be handled with care or to be saved by a miracle that drops from the sky while you sit and wait. The only way to reach the top of the mountain is to put one foot in front of the other until your legs burn and your lungs scream for air. This physical and mental strain is what builds the character needed to handle the success that is waiting for you at the finish line. Stop looking for a hand to hold and start building the hands that can hold the world. History is filled with names of people who were ignored and doubted until the moment their labor became too large to be hidden any longer. They did not spend their time complaining about how unfair the world was or how much they were suffering in the shadows of the valley. Instead, they put their heads down and focused on the task at hand with a level of intensity that would terrify a normal person. You have that same capacity for greatness, but you have to stop wasting your energy on the desire to be understood by the masses. Your mission is to build a legacy that will stand long after the noise of the present has faded away. The pain you feel during the long hours of labor is a sign that you are finally breaking through the limits of who you used to be. You should welcome the sweat and the fatigue, because they are the tools that are carving a masterpiece out of the raw material of your life. If the work was easy, then everyone would do it, and the reward would have no real value in the eyes of the wise. You are earning your place in the world through the hours you spend when your bed is calling and the screen is tempting you to quit. Stay in the fight and prove to yourself that you have the heart of a champion. Complaining about your circumstances is a waste of breath that could be used to fuel your next move toward the victory you want. The universe does not care if you had a bad day or if the odds are stacked against your favor in this current moment. It only responds to the force of your will and the consistency of your actions over a long period of time and effort. You must become a person who takes total responsibility for every outcome and every setback that comes your way on the path. This shift in mindset will turn you from a victim into a leader who cannot be stopped by any external force. The silence of the world is a gift that allows you to focus on your craft without the distraction of shallow praise or false hope. You can use this time to master the details that others ignore and to build a level of skill that is impossible to replicate or ignore. When you finally step into the light, you will be so prepared that no one will be able to deny the authority and the power you have built. Your journey is about the internal change that happens when you refuse to give up on the vision that was placed in your soul. Keep your head down and let your progress be the only noise you make. Every excuse you make for why you cannot work harder is a brick in the wall that keeps you from your true potential and glory. You have to be honest with yourself about the time you are wasting and the energy you are throwing away on things that do not matter. The clock is ticking, and the opportunity to make a mark on the world is slipping through your fingers with every passing second of life. You must act with a sense of urgency that borders on obsession if you want to see your dreams come to life in the physical world. There is no room for laziness or hesitation when you are chasing a legendary outcome. The transformation of your life is a quiet process that happens one difficult choice at a time over many months and years of focus. You will not wake up one day and find that everything has changed without you having to lift a finger or break a sweat. It is the cumulative effect of the early mornings and the late nights that builds the bridge to the future you are currently imagining. You must be willing to endure the boredom and the repetition of the grind until the new reality becomes your natural state of being. Your potential is a sleeping giant that only wakes up when the work becomes hard and heavy. A new level of authority starts the moment you decide that you no longer need anyone to care about your struggle to keep going. This message found you today because you are ready to reach your full potential and understand that the world owes you nothing but an opportunity. By choosing to push through the pain, you are proving that you have finally taken back your mind and are ready for the win. Your potential is not a dream, but a physical fact that is ready to be realized through your labor and your quiet focus. Take the lead and show the world the true depth of your resolve and your power. Nobody cares about your excuses, so work harder until the results you produce are the only thing they have left to talk about. When you embrace the grind, you have truly realized that you were never meant to live like everyone else.